Okay, we'll call to order tonight's Muskogee City Council. Roll call, please.
Municipal authority. We're doing it in it.
Sorry.
We'll call to order the Muskogee Municipal Authority. And Mr. Schuler for the invocation.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for the privilege of gathering today to serve the people of our city. We ask that you grant us wisdom, patience, understanding as we conduct the business before us. Help us to listen with open minds, work together for the common good, guide our decisions so they may honor you and benefit all who call this community home. Amen.
Amen. Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of Oklahoma, the symbol of peace and unite all peoples.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Here.
Tracy Hous.
Here.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Here.
Melody Cranford. Here. Dan Hall.
Here.
Tom Martindale.
Here.
Mike Raleigh.
Here.
Jeremy Schuler.
Here.
Item 1, please.
Consider approval of MMA minutes of April 27th, 2026, or take other necessary action.
Move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler.
Yes.
Mike Raleigh.
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall.
Yes.
Melody Cranford.
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Yes.
Tracy Hous.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
Yes, item passes. Item 2.
Consider approval of MMA claims for all city departments for the month ending April 30th, 2026, or take other necessary action.
Move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler.
Yes.
Mike Raleigh.
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall, sorry. Melody Cranford.
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Yes.
Tracy Hous.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
We will adjourn that meeting. Now we will open the Muskogee City Council meeting, May 18, 2026. Roll call, please.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Here.
Tracy Hous.
Here.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Here.
Melody Cranford.
Here.
Dan Hall.
Here.
Tom Martindale.
Here.
Mike Raleigh.
Here.
Jeremy Schuler.
Here.
In approval of the minutes for the City Council Special Call Session, April 13, 2026, Special Call Session, April 22nd, 2026, Regular Session, April 27th, 2026, and Special Call Session, April 30th, 2026, or take other necessary action.
Move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler.
Yes.
Mike Raleigh.
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall.
Yes.
Melody Cranford.
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Yes.
Tracy Hous.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
Yes. I will now entertain a motion for our consent agenda, items 1 through 8.
Motion to approve.
Second it.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler.
Yes.
Mike Raleigh.
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall.
Yes.
Melody Cranford.
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Yes.
Tracy Hous.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
Yes, item passes. Item 1, please.
Hold a public hearing on a previously tabled item regarding 926 Court Street, giving the property owner extended time to make improvements to the home to bring the property out of a state of dilapidation, or consider upholding the findings of the Uniform Building Code Appeals Board and approve the demolition or take other necessary action.
Okay, I'm sorry, that was number 9. We will now open the public hearing And I'll turn the floor over to you, Ms. Winkler.
Thank you. Good evening, council. The item went before city council previously on January 27th of 2025 as an appeal to the findings of UBCAB that was issued on November 27th, 2024. Those findings were that the structure located at 926 Court Street was dilapidated, becoming detrimental to the health, safety, and welfare of the public, as to constitute a nuisance and creating a fire hazard dangerous to other property, and that the building was abandoned and should be demolished. Ms. Elaine Scott came to the appeal of the UBCAB's findings that went before council, and the findings of city council were to allow her to acquire a remodel permit within 60 days, and then update council within 6 months on the progress of the work, and then allow 1 year to complete the required repairs on the property located at 926 Court Street. A residential remodel permit was pulled on January 28th of 2025. However, there has been no significant repairs to date that have been made, and we actually did allow a lot more time than was allotted to try to get that done, because I know that the family has faced some health concerns and things like that. What I would like to show you are just some comparison photos. So 2024 to 2026, you can see that there has not been any improvement. Same thing in this situation. It's just different views of the home. Just wanted to let you guys know that we did do our homework and just made sure, that we also went and checked the property ourselves, so we didn't just look at to see if a permit was pulled and things like that. Our recommendation as staff is that you please uphold the findings of UBCAB and approve the demolition.
Okay. Since no one signed up to speak, we will now close the public hearing. And do we need any action on this one? Any discussion?
So we've been, since January 27th, 2025, correct? Was the last meeting, and we tabled it for 60 days and for 6 months, and we're now 15 months past that. Okay. I make a motion to uphold the findings of the UBCAV.
I'll second it.
Demolition.
You need to close the hearing first and then get a motion.
He closed it.
You did close it, okay, yeah, you got your motion, now roll call.
So I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeremy Sheeler,
Yes.
Mike Raleigh.
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall.
Yes.
Melody Cranford.
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Yes.
Tracy Hughes.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
Yes. Item 10, please.
Consider the approval of ordinance number 4305A, an ordinance amending the Muskogee Code of Ordinances by amending Chapter 22, Business Regulations, Article 12, Taxi Cabs, Section 22-520, Title Certificate, Liability Insurance, add repealer, severability, and set an effective date or take other necessary action.
Ms. Spencer.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. This is the second reading of this ordinance. We had the first reading last week. Under Oklahoma statutes, municipalities have the authority to require proof of financial responsibility. That is insurance for taxi cabs or for vehicles for hire that operate within the city limits. The amendments to our ordinance adds the language vehicle for hire. That's going to encompass operators like Uber or Lyft, and then requires insurance coverage of uninsured motorists, and then provides specific language for coverage limits required. Staff does recommend the approval of ordinance 4305A, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Motion to approve?
Second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler.
Yes.
Mike Raleigh.
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall.
Yes.
Melody Cranford.
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Yes.
Tracy Hughes.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
Yes, item passes. Number 11, please.
Consider approval of resolution number 3090, authorizing the continuation of the account fund for the city of Muskogee titled Solid Waste Improvements, and designated the manner in which said account shall be operated or take other necessary action.
Mr. Stewart.
Yes, Mayor and Council, this resolution enables us to fund the 212 solid waste account. We have put this on the agenda every year annually since I've taken over Public Works for many, many years. The only change we have in it this year is we're asking that it be done in perpetuity. This account funds the solid waste account for maintenance. It buys our trucks, poly carts, and it buys the 2-yard containers and also miscellaneous repair material. It brings in just about $360,000 a year. We do spend just about all of that every year on maintenance work for our sanitation department. Do recommend approval, and I'll answer any questions.
Any discussion?
I move for approval.
Second. Have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler.
Yes.
Mike Rowley.
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall.
Yes.
Melody Cranford.
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Yes.
Tracy Hous.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
Yes, motion passes. Number 12, please.
Receive a presentation from the City of Muskogee Foundation Board regarding the proposed 2026-2027 Board of Directors and Officers slate.
Mr. Francis.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm actually going to turn it over to Carrie Blakely, the Executive Director of the Community Foundation.
Good evening. Thank you all for having me. As you all, the information you received is the slate of directors, new directors, and the officers for the City of Muskogee Foundation. These were approved first they were recommended by the nominating committee following their process and approved by the Board of Directors at our recent April meeting. So per our bylaws, it is that we are asked to bring those forward to you all for approval as well. Can certainly answer any questions you have.
So, and this is gonna sound bad, and I start out this question, but please give me some leeway. Almost all of our boards in the city of Muskogee say that you gotta live within the city limits or somewhere as such. This board has it set up that you don't have to have that, correct?
It does not explicitly require that, no.
Okay.
So what, if I may, what we as the staff team and as the nominating committee look for are individuals who are engaged in the committee process, where a lot of the hard work identifying grant opportunities and evaluation is done. So participating in that annual process, participating in the site visits, and then folks who are engaged in Muskogee on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes that's by owning businesses here, sometimes that's working here and being super involved in the nonprofit and education, or, you know, just in the Muskogee community in general.
So, and the reason that this gives me a little bit of heartburn
Sure.
is not the people that you're trying to put on here. The people that are good people that you're putting on here, but I'm looking down the road. When I'm not here, when these people aren't here, when Mr. Gilder's not here, when Bob Coburn and all of them's not there, and things have rolled around a few times. Because I remember 6 years ago, and you may not have been here then, we were sitting here one night and found out that the port, or someone, was trying to move 300 jobs out of Muskogee and put them in Fort Gibson, in the warehouse over there. That's not a good thing for us, because that's taxable income that we get. They were going to use foundation money to move those 300 jobs. So the way I was looking at that was they're using our money to move 300 jobs across the river, which is, Fort Gibson would have been a great place, I guess, for them. But my heartburn comes when I think that somewhere down the road, we got to kind of make sure that we got enough people on that board that goes, hey, we can't do that, because they got Muskogee's heart at first. I'm not saying that the people that you're putting on there tonight are like that. Matter of fact, I hold them in high regards. My heartburn comes that I remember when they tried to move those 300 jobs across the river and use our money to do it from the foundation. And what happens if right now we have 2 people from outside of Muskogee or more? I know we have a lady from Broken Arrow, and I know we have the young lady tonight.
I believe so. I don't want to, I would want to confirm that before
Okay.
I reply. But even the individual you mentioned from Broken Arrow, owns business and does, like I said, does work in the community and stay engaged in the community. And I respect what you're saying and understand that completely. But it is part of my job as staff is to stick with the mission, to always focus on the mission and focus on how we can help keeping this focused in our town and making sure we look to that in the future with those who serve on the committees and those who are added on to the board, and just keeping that high priority. I appreciate you bringing that up, and we can make sure and use that as a filter as we move forward to
How many
understanding
people
that.
sit on the executive board, the one that does all the voting? Like
15 board members.
15? So, and my whole deal is I hope we never have like 10 people, because then they gain control and they can move the money wherever they want to. And everybody talks about the next generation. We got to have the money for our grandkids, their grandkids. We want to keep it here forever. But understand, when I vote no against this, or when I'm saying no, it's not against the people. It's just, you can't tell me all the people that put this together say it's about Muskogee, and then turn around and say, let's put everybody on the board that's not from Muskogee. And I called one guy here a while back that got on the board, and I said, hey, how did you find out that there was an opening? He said, they called and told me to put an application in so they could put me on the board. Whoa, hit the brakes, because now we're handpicking people. And I understand we only had 4 applicants this time, and I'm sorry for that. And I knew some people that was really wanting to put their name in to try to get on. And for some reason or another, whoever they called said, we don't have any openings right now, so you might want to wait a little bit. And I don't know how that happened or what that happened, but I think we figured it out, and I think that's going to be rectified. But those are some of the heartburn that I have about this, because I was on city council, and contrary to the hate text that I got today, they don't understand what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to tell you that the people you're putting on are bad people at all. Matter of fact, like I said, I have a lot of respect for them. They do a lot of stuff in our community. I just realized that if we didn't have the right number of people the last time, about 6 years ago, we'd have 300 jobs going across the river. And that's where I come from when I do this. It's just not because I don't want people that's not from Muskogee to be on boards. Sometimes I think they bring a lot to it. I think that you got a couple candidates on there that bring a lot to that board. Moving forward, I would like to see something that, since we're going to continue to put people that live outside of our city on these boards, I would like to fix it so we have a limited number of spots for those people. Because I would like to see more people from Muskogee on those boards than people that's not.
Understood.
Is that fair? Would that be a fair assessment?
And I think knowing that and knowing that information from the council, we can certainly use that. The nominating process is annual. And I do want to say the application process for the City of Muskogee Foundation, the application is available all year on our website. Okay. And we have the deadline of April 1st posted, or anytime, call our office, and we're happy to give proper information and notify of when vacancies are available, and that is our job, to share that information, share that communication. So I'm sorry that happened with that individual, but I'm happy to have any follow-up conversations to make sure it's all cleared up and we share the proper information.
And like I said, out of 15 spots, if we could 5 of them for outside city public, probably, I mean, that would be good. I'm just trying to meet in the middle here.
I have a little bit to add to that. I won't be as long-winded. I share those same concerns. I ran on that before I sat in this seat. I believe that folks that are making the decisions for the citizens of our community, whether that be financial or whether that be decisions that regard infrastructure or things that we want to see pleasure type activities, you know, pickleball courts and this and that. I think they need to be vested, and they need to live in our community before they have a say. You know, I wouldn't expect to go over to Wagner and sit on one of their boards and know what their community needs. So I agree with that. I think the bigger issue at hand going forward is we say we want community involvement, but we don't promote that. Just saying that it's on your website and people have to go look. Most people don't know when those are available, and they don't know how to do it. I called today, and in 1 hour, I've got 5 applications here. I've got 3 that were out of town and expressed their desire to fill out an application to be on that board. So there is interest, whether they just don't know how to do it, or they feel like it doesn't matter if they put one in anyway because we pick who we want on there. There's a lot of those feelings as well. So we can do better going forward, and I do agree that you know, we have good folks out there that are really doing good things in our community, and I appreciate that, and I applaud them. I think they're fantastic. However, when it comes to voting for things that affect the lives of our citizens in Muskogee, I think they need to live here.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Blakely, you've been with the foundation for a decade now? How long have you been with them?
So I have been working for Foundation Management, who provides the back office services for the City of Muskogee Foundation for 16 years.
Okay, yeah.
But I would say working here in Muskogee with you all around 10
Yeah,
years,
it's
yes.
been a long time, yeah, because that's actually one of the first things I served on when I came here. And I asked for a board position, but I didn't get it, and they were very helpful at that time. But, you know, there's also the committees, and I think a lot of times the people that get these board positions is because they've been on those committees and they serve very active in those committees, because it's not just something that you want to come in. It takes you almost 2 years to kind of figure out the whole process, because it's not, I mean, it's a grant process, but it's a very specific process. So I think that I hear what Mayor Lowe and Councilman Hall saying, but also I know that you guys have been really diligent about making sure that you're going to have people in place that's going to succeed. You know, the purpose of a trust or board is not to mirror voting districts. Its purpose is to assemble competent people that have an investment, have demonstrated, not just an investment, have demonstrated an investment in the community and want to see the success of that organization. We're going to have another board recommendation tonight from someone that lives in Fort Gibson for the MLK Trust. I think he's one of the greatest people out there that has institutional knowledge, and it's going to be one of the best things that we can do. So in my opinion, representation shouldn't be based solely where someone sleeps at night, but basically where they actively contribute economically, civically, and, you know, want to be strategically successful. But I just appreciate what you've done. I know that you worked really hard with the foundation. I know you catch a lot of grief sometimes too, so just want you to know that.
Thanks, Dr. Goose, I appreciate that. And that is a good point, and happy to follow up with the folks who indicated interest today. And we certainly encourage that committee participation, as Dr. Goose mentioned. I think that's the workhorse of the foundation. So if those folks would be interested in that, I'm happy to follow up and invite them to participate in that way.
One last question.
Yeah.
You're at every committee meeting. How often does the chair of the committee go against what the committee requests?
It's really, we build in monthly meetings in the
Right.
due process, so there is enough conversation that by the end of the process, everyone is in agreement and comfortable with the decision being forward.
So even whenever we may have somebody from Park Hill or from Broken Arrow, if they're on that chair, they're basically taking forward the wishes of the committee that has a pretty active rotation through it.
Yes.
So, of citizens.
And taking
So-
it forward as a recommendation
Right.
to the board members.
So those
Yes.
that really want to get involved with the City of Muskogee Foundation, reach out and let them know what the committees are, because they do struggle sometimes finding spots. Everyone wants to be in quality of life because that's the fun one. You know, the health and wellness, where you got to talk about, you know, smoking cessation and car seats, that's not very fun. You know, I like it, but, you know,
So-
but, yes, sir.
I know I don't speak often up here behind the mic, but one of the things that's really good about serving on the council is that really good people are up here, and sometimes really good people have very different ideas about what we should do about anything. And, you know, I'm happy to be here on a council that I think has conversations among its members, respects each other's opinions, especially when they differ 180 degrees from their own. And it's a pleasure to be a part of that. It would be just god-awful to sit on a council and hear an opposing point of view from another council member and all of a sudden have that member become an enemy. That's, you know, that's not what we do here. And, you know, that's certainly not something I want to be a part of. I guess the metric for me, going back early on with the foundation as a committee member, was exactly that nobody moves up on the board of directors without serving on these different committees at the committee level. And the other, you know, like the other metric for me regarding people who, quote, live outside the city of Muskogee. If someone sent me something that said, I want to be on the city council and I'm from Porter or Wagner or Warner, and I have no business associations with anybody in Muskogee, I work for a company that just strictly does business in my town, but I'd like to sit on one of your boards. Number one, I was really questioning, why in the world, you know, I mean, where did this person come from? I mean, they're totally out of the woodwork. And one of the things that the foundation has looked at always is not where a person lives, but where the person works. Do they have some organization here in the city of Muskogee that they come to work every day? Here. And that becomes part of the information, the knowledge base that they possess working for a company that's here in Muskogee all the time. They tend to have to deal with Muskogee problems with the Muskogee residents. Anyway, that had me feel a lot better when I understood that. That's where the foundation or some of these other organizations are coming from, is not so much on where they live, but where they work. And just for the record, I would never support somebody, you know, like from an outside city, one of our surrounding cities within the county, wanting to be on some kind of a board that has no relationship with the city at all. I'd be absolutely opposed to that. Anyway, it's enough for me. That's probably 6 months worth of talk. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Number 13, please.
Consider approval of the recommendation by the City of Muskogee Foundation Board of Directors to appoint Jamie Coburn Spear to the City of Muskogee Foundation Board, serving a 6-year term beginning August 1st, 2026 and ending July 31st, 2032, or take other necessary action.
Mr. Franks.
Thank you, Mayor. So we've just kind of really talked ad nauseum through the process of how we got to these nominations. The nomination committee did vet through, I think she said, 4 applications. Ms. Spear, Ms. Coburn Spear, very well known here in our community, very active with our community. And I think that's all I would need to say. Staff would recommend approval.
Move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler,
Yes.
Mike Brawley,
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall,
No.
Melody Cranford,
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery,
Yes.
Tracy Hous,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
No. Motion passes. Number 14, please.
Consider approval of the recommendation by the City of Muskogee Foundation Board of Directors to appoint James Gully to the City of Muskogee Foundation Board, serving a 6-year term beginning August 1st, 2026, and ending July 31st, 2032, or take other necessary action.
Mr. Francis.
Thank you. Again, Mr. Goley needs no introduction, and just an excellent representation of our city, works very hard. Staff would recommend his approval as well.
I move for approval.
I do have one thing to say on that. Do we need to do the motion first?
No, go ahead.
Kind of the same thing that we talked about, and I'll make it short and sweet. I talked to Mr. Gully earlier, and I asked him if he was interested in being on this board, and he said, you know, I don't want to say he said not really, but just kind of nonchalant, and he said he accepted because he was called and asked to be on this board and put in an application. Kind of the same thing, the status quo of the way we do business. I agree. He's a fantastic man, and going to have lunch with him Wednesday morning. So just don't agree with the way we do business. But we'll entertain a motion.
I move for approval. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler,
Yes.
Mike Brawley.
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall,
Yes.
Melody Cranford,
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Yes.
Tracy Hous.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
Yes, motion passes. Number 15, please.
Consider approval of the recommendation by the City of Muskogee Foundation Board of Directors appointing Kimberly Williams to serve a 1-year term as board chair beginning August 1st, 2026, and ending July 31st, 2027, or take other necessary action.
Any discussion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler.
Yes.
Mike Brawley.
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall.
Yes.
Melody Cranford.
Yes, please.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Yes.
Tracy Hous.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
No, motion passes. Number 16, please.
Consider approval of the appointment of Mayor Ryan Lowe and Councilor Shirley Hilton Flannery to serve as members of the Purchasing Committee or take other necessary action.
Mr. Reed.
Yes, at the last Finance Committee meeting, we had 2 vacancies on our Purchasing Committee, asked for volunteers, and honored to ask that we approve tonight to welcome to the Purchasing Committee Mayor Ryan Lowe as well as Councilor Shirley Hilton Flannery. This committee goes and meets once a month, and we go through all the claims and the purchases for the city and presents those to the Finance Committee. So with that in being said, that would be a motion that we appoint Mayor Ryan Lowe and Shirley Hilton Flannery to our Purchasing Committee.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler.
Yes.
Mike Brawley.
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall.
Yes.
Melody Cranford.
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Yes.
Tracy Hous.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
Yes, motion passes. Number 17, please.
Consider approval of the nomination and appointment of Councilmember Derek Reed as deputy mayor or take other necessary action.
That is my agenda item. I just want to say that Mr. Reed has been our deputy mayor for, is it 12 years?
Not that long.
Not, how many?
Not that long. Not that long.
25.
Maybe 25. Anyway, a long time. Well-known in the community, does a very good job, and I'm proud to nominate him again for deputy mayor.
Thank you kindly.
Yes, sir.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler.
Yes.
Mike Brawley.
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall.
Yes.
Melody Cranford.
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Yes.
Tracy Hous.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
Yes, motion passes. Number 18, please.
Consider approval of the appointment of Mayor Ryan Lowe to the Airport Board to serve a 2-year term, filling the council member seat commencing upon appointment and ending on May 31st, 2028, or take other necessary action.
Mr. Martindale.
I happen to know this gentleman, and have become pretty good friends with him and his wife at the Sky King games. And what I will tell you is this. You have a mayor who's genuinely interested in aviation, and that matters, and would love to serve on this particular board. So, highly recommend it.
Second it.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler,
Yes.
Mike Brawley.
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall,
Yes.
Melody Cranford,
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery,
Yes.
Tracy Hous.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
Yes, motion passes. 19, please.
Consider approval of the appointment of C.B. Abel to the Martin Luther King Community Trust Authority, filling the unexpired term of Wayne Johnson, commencing upon appointment and ending on July 31st, 2026, or take other necessary action.
Mr. Reed.
Yes, CB is a very well-known gentleman, especially around these parts. He's a former city councilman, former police officer, served on several boards in our community, and has stepped forward to show interest in the Martin Luther King Trust. So I would like to appoint at this time CB Abel to the MLK Trust.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. I do have one word to say. I too know Mr. Abel, think very highly of him, but I would be remiss if I didn't say I still believe folks should live in Muskogee to be on our boards and committees. So I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler.
Yes.
Mike Brawley.
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall,
No.
Melody Cranford,
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery,
Yes.
Tracy Hous.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed,
Abstain.
Ryan Lowe.
No, motion passes. Number 20, please.
Consider approval to purchase a 2026 Ford F-350 regular cab four-wheel drive truck for the Facilities Maintenance Department in the amount of $73,056, utilizing state contract pricing number SW035, or take other necessary action.
Mr. Thomas.
Mr. Mayor, Council, we're looking for approval to purchase, it is a specialty truck, it is one-ton chassis, but it's going to have a utility box on it with ladder rack and inverter and things that we need to work on the job. It's going to replace a 2013 F-150 that is underpowered and undersized for our needs to pull our equipment around and everything else, but the 2013 could then be recycled back into the city through another department that they could use, for whatever their needs might be. This is under state contract through John Vance. It is a budgeted item. And I had the help of Mr. Swepston find this, and he's here to help. If there's questions that I can't answer, I'd be more than happy to do my best to answer.
Move for approval.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. Mr. Thomason.
Yes, sir.
We spoke about this the last meeting. Here's what I would ask moving forward, if you would. I would like to involve local folks in the bidding process. If you bring 2, 3, 4 bids in here, and that particular dealer or dealership is the lowest and best bid, understandable. But when we bring one only, and it's from Guthrie, Oklahoma, that causes me great concern. I want to keep every dollar that we can in the city of Muskogee. We need all we can get.
Yes, sir.
So going forward, I would ask that we do that, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler.
Yes.
Mike Brawley.
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall,
No.
Melody Cranford,
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Yes.
Tracy Hous.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
No. Motion passes. We have a couple citizens that have signed up to speak. Miss Nina Brown. If you
You
would,
all know me, so I don't need any introduction. But I am going to address some stuff, and I'm not through. I'm doing a major audit on the city.
Ms. Grant.
I started on the foundation,
just,
yes, sir.
just a second. Speak your name in 3 minutes.
Okay. Nina Ground.
All
Hello,
right.
I've got 3 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
I started an audit on the foundations, and I see a lot of corruption. The city is very bad. I've only gotten into the second year. It's been that bad. The collusion, the conflict of interest, the corruption is bad. So before you keep moving with business as usual, you need to check your charter and you need to realign with today's times. That's very, very, very important. You did the data centers, you got OGE here, and now you have what they call dark energy. Anybody familiar with that around during the wars? I'm a war baby. Anybody know what powered the tanks in World War II with no oil, no atomic power? It was called dark energy, which will now power your data centers. Already tested. If you're into stocks, you can make a fortune because they're building it right now. They're already sending data centers into space. Energy's free, it's cold. Why OGE's doing what they're doing? Because you all didn't think 5 years down the road. And I definitely respect Dan Hall for saying, we got to think down the road. That is not happening here. I also am in the police academy, and I got a chance to speak to your emergency management team, who, by the way, is not certified with FEMA. So they came about to reorganize offices, which is part of the charter. Move the chamber, move this office, move that office, move this person, move that person. You're keeping them on payroll, but they're not certified to be on a payroll, and we're paying them. So we need to really take a look at where our spending is and who our departments are and if they're effective, because they're not. And I'm going to hit another subject. Derek Reed, you're very aware of this. Ms. Cranford, you should know. We have a sewer problem in District 3. Now there's many of us homeowners that have gathered. When it rains, it backs up into my basement. It is not my problem. I've paid plumbers over and over and over and over again. These two guys are innocent because they know it's aged out. I have pipes from there. I don't know how long you want to keep ignoring us down there, but it's going to become a battle, not just me coming to you. I'm going to ask you all to slow down, get that charter right now, and start to revise it, start to think about this community. You made some decisions tonight that you may regret later, and you're going to regret your data center decisions, that I'm sure of. You're already going to find out they're rationing water and rationing power in 7 states. Oklahoma will be next, I'm sure. New Mexico, Arizona, California, they're all having water problems. We're going to have the same from our data centers. Start thinking about the future. Surround yourself with smart people that can help you. A wise man said that to me. I'm that kind of person. I hope you all will take the same. Thank you for letting me speak, and know I'm going to be back because I want District 3, Ward 3, I want the sewers addressed. I'm sick of dealing with it. My gardens have flooded 3 years. I lose all my heirloom seeds. May need nothing to you, but I'm holistic, and I need that to survive. I'm in my 70s. So stop and think about your community that you're neglecting while
Thank you,
you're
ma'am.
building out.
Thank you, Nina. Yes, ma'am. Have another citizen signed up to speak, Miss Debbie Rowan. If you would come up to the podium, state your name, and you have 3 minutes.
Wow, that kind of segues into what I was going to speak about. My name is Debbie Rowan. I am a citizen of Muskogee, born and raised 4 boys, grandkids, great-grandkids. So I'm very invested in my community. I wanted to talk a little bit about the data centers. And I have to say, I'm kind of embarrassed. Been busy raising kids, paying bills, working, and haven't been invested in my local government. So I'm going to begin to do that. So about a couple of years ago, I heard about Bitcoin. Then I heard, they filed bankruptcy, they're out. Then I heard Google, and I'm thinking, as the layperson, we're going to have this neat building, and there's going to be people with their laptops, and they're going to be with their headphones on, maybe some server rooms, things like that. Then realized this last month from social media, in the news, kind of what I feel like we're up against. So there's a lot of areas that I have really lost some sleep over. But the main one for me is health. And Dr. Hoos, maybe you can help me to understand or speak a little bit to that. But So what I'm understanding, and I've been watching, one of the main things is Senator Hawley from Missouri. I don't know if y'all been watching that, but 60 data centers there in Missouri. And so he was having a discussion with our Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert Kennedy, in a legislative committee meeting, asking him, he said, my people are wanting to know, how is this going to affect our health? So Doctor, I just thought this was amazing. Secretary Kennedy talked about, he said he's been litigating over this for years, and he said there's over 10,000 studies that shows the effect these centers have on citizens. He talked a little bit about the high voltage, whatever that is, their high voltage transformers that they have to use, I guess, for the water, cooling the water and things, and how it crosses the blood-brain barrier and allows toxins to come in. Then you've got a lot of neurological stuff, whether it be anything from seizures to Alzheimer's to all different kinds of dementia. Even talked a little bit about miscarriages, fetal malformations, everything. That's what I'm concerned about. So, born-again Christian, believe that my God created it all, and that I'm to be a good steward of what He's created, which would be the land, my community, my family, whatever that might be. So that's why I'm here, real concerned, kind of a layperson about it. That's what I want to talk to y'all about and just lay it out on the table. I've got some real concerns about that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Among other things.
Yeah, and if you, and anytime you'd like to speak, I have an open door policy, so I know 3 minutes is kind of short, so
Right, yeah.
anytime you'd like to discuss anything further, please feel free to reach out.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Number 21, please.
Consider an executive session to discuss and take possible action on the following. A, pursuant to Section 307B4, Title 25, Oklahoma statutes, consider convening an executive session to discuss workers' compensation claim number 370102347, and if necessary, take appropriate action in open session. B, pursuant to Section 307B4, Title 25, Oklahoma statutes, consider convening an executive session to discuss workers' compensation claim number 370102525, and if necessary, take appropriate action in open session. Pursuant to Section 307B4, Title 25, Oklahoma statutes, consider convening an executive session to discuss workers' compensation claim number 3701024-5, and if necessary, take appropriate action in open session. D, pursuant to Section 307B4, Title 25, Oklahoma statutes, consider convening an executive session to discuss workers' compensation claim number 370102439, and if necessary, take appropriate action in open session.
We'll take a motion to go into executive session.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler?
Yes.
Mike Rowley?
Yes.
Tom Martindale?
Yes.
Dan Hall?
Yes.
Melody Cranford?
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery?
Yes.
Tracy Hous?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed?
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe?
Yes. Motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler?
Yes.
Mike Rowley?
Yes.
Tom Martindale?
Yes.
Dan Hall?
Yes.
Melody Cranford?
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery?
Yes.
Tracy Hous?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed?
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe?
Yes. Ms. Spencer?
Thank you. Item B, pursuant to Section 307B4, Title 25 of the Oklahoma statutes, the council did convene an executive session to discuss workers' compensation claim number 370102525, and if necessary, to take appropriate action in open session. Action is needed on this item. An appropriate motion would be to approve the claim as discussed in executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler.
Yes.
Mike Brawley.
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall.
Yes.
Melody Cranford.
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Yes.
Tracy Hous.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
Yes. Ms. Spencer.
Item C, pursuant to Section 307B4, Title 25 Oklahoma statutes, the council did convene an executive session to discuss workers' compensation claim number 3701024-5, and if necessary, take appropriate action in open session. Action is needed on this item. An appropriate motion would be to approve the claim as discussed in executive session.
So moved.
A second.
Have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler.
Yes.
Mike Brawley.
Yes.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall.
Yes.
Melody Cranford.
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Yes.
Tracy Hous.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
Yes, motion passes. Ms. Spencer.
Item D, pursuant to Section 307B4, Title 25 Oklahoma statutes, council did convene an executive session to discuss workers' compensation claim number 370102439, and if necessary, to take appropriate action in open session. Action is needed on this item. The appropriate motion would be to approve the claim as discussed in executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Jeremy Schuler.
Yes.
Mike Brawley.
No.
Tom Martindale.
Yes.
Dan Hall.
Yes.
Melody Cranford.
Yes.
Shirley Hilton Flannery.
Yes.
Tracy Hous.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Derek Reed.
Yes.
Mayor Ryan Lowe.
Yes, motion passes, and we are adjourned.